Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to the Insula Populi Megacampaign in Crusader Kings 3. In the last episode, I was able to get together the money to hold my first grand tournament. And I included a jousting competition, a grand melee, and a archery competition. And we got through all of the events of the joust, which I unfortunately did not win, but, you know, at least I didn't die, like what happened to a couple of the participants. So, we're going to continue through that. We need to get through that grand melee and the archery competition. We'll see how far we get, because these are a lot more in depth and involved than I had originally anticipated. So, let's... Oh, first off, let's check my... current issues. Well, we have stuff that needs to get repaired. Let's just make sure that it isn't anything that is equipped or actually being used. That's getting a little close. It's 50 gold to repair. Yeah, do it. Yep, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Not an issue. Good. So, the other stuff, I can just kind of let deteriorate away because I don't really care that much. If we're not using it, then we don't really need it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get back to the tournament. So next thing is a melee. We haven't even qualified yet. Let's go to the artisan quarters. Weaponsmith, the wisdom of the hammer. I can see the gentle flicker of the flames on the other side of the road. The warmth wraps my body in a familiar embrace even before I open the door. Inside, the blacksmith lines up a batch of nails. Can I be of help, my lord? She asked, her forehead stained with coal. The air is thicker here. Hmm. %, so 70% chance we'll get improved, a 30% chance that we'll be wounded, 50% chance, I guess a 25% chance of nothing happening. I guess we could 46 days until it begins. All right. Tourney grounds. A new hire. Squires laugh and joke while they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig, and the rest soon imitate him. Their champions loiter nearby. Among these, I spot Tertius, Count Socian's counselor. His deeds have not gone unnoticed, and the work he's done for his liege's household is more than impressive. I could convince him to join my own council. No, I do not wish to offend. Alright. We will qualify. Will we get a chance to do anything else? Yes. Tent camp. Let's go over here. And when I walk into the camp, I'm greeted by a pungent smell, covering my nose with as much grace as I can while trying not to get sick. I'm approached by Milo, holding a handkerchief over his own nose. "Should go away, my lord. The contestants are getting ill, harmed by the bad air," he warns me. A 100% chance that he finds the cause. $142 other contestants. Okay. Alright, let's see what the cause is. Milo comes back to me with a content smile on his face. "I found the source, my lord," he announces, trying to contain his laughter. "The guests couldn't find a place to dispose of their waste, so they resorted to dumping it into the river. The bad air carries illness, as Hippocrates so announced." I'll keep this to myself. Alright. Melee contest begins. A clear divide has been drawn between the two teams, who stand across from each other, taunting as they prepare their equipment and whisper plans. Horses are ready in the background, the chargers whinnying and harumphing. It will be a brutal day's work. My team is sure to defeat Count Lonsui's band of braggarts. All right. All right. Melee, cornered. Yanked from my saddle by a polearm. I stagger upright, my head ringing. The perpetrators round on me immediately. "My apologies for the rough landing," says Lonsui, "but we're not taking any chances. 3 of them, all heavily armed. Their aim is clear. I am a high-value target, one who will bring great riches and ransom." As my head clears, I can make out 2 figures approaching from behind my assailant's shoulders. Bedecked in my team's colors, the 3 grinning wretches have no idea as to their sudden danger, but my rescue is surely at hand, should I want it. Do I try to take them all on myself? Or, yeah. We'll go ahead and take the 65% chance. They manage a fighting retreat. We gain 17 stress. Okay, so no real progress there. A glimpse through the struggling bodies, the rent helms and the swirling dust. Is that a spirit? She has an ethereal beauty to her. No, it is no spirit. Etched upon her winsome face is a look of pure terror as she looks for a way out. No sooner have I opened my mouth than she trips and falls, her ankle twisting from stepping awkwardly on an errant spear, her mournful eyes welling with tears as she cowers away from the whirling blades. Let's see. Isabelle Sabila joins the court and we start a seduce scheme. Well, sure. Alright, I am heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep. We're hearing a faint rustle. Okay, well, somebody's trying to seduce this person. Alright, melee into the fray. The shadows loom long as the battle wears on. The fray shrinking as contestants limp away. Wheeling my horse, I think back to what has transpired so far, such as my weapon was knocked from my grasp, causing me to scramble after it. Events are clearly coming to a head. As tired battle lines are drawn up once more, the opportunity to stamp my mark on this contest is now. Let's see. Alright, combined martial and diplomacy challenge. A 51% chance will increase our score greatly. Apparently nothing happened. The ploy was a stunning blow. The tide shifts in my team's favor, multiple riders breaking free as we overwhelm their flank. Racing away towards the opposition's camp. We can only hope they reach it before the same happens to us. It is almost impossible to call which side is closest to prevailing. There is still all to play for. I can see the heralds begin to make their way onto the field. To signal the conclusion of the event, the end draws near. Well, we made a little bit of progress. Alright, apparently we won. Trumpet sound, the crowd clamors, competitors begin to assemble, the contest is over, and one team's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. Out of many trials, some tribulations, above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our winners. Emperor Rickolf's team beat Count Lonsui's in the contest. Well played all, time to celebrate. I proved my worthiness beyond a doubt. The Emperor is unbeatable. We gain some prestige. We gain some money. I got melee victor. I'll receive a prize when the grand tournament concludes. Alright. Now we need to qualify for the archery competition. What's happening in the village? A fool's performance. Come on, see the efficient Autogear Ticker? A colorfully clad man shouts, precariously balancing a mace on his nose. Also, no story, so happy like to hear something cheerful, like the tale of when Spuria married Count Benedetto. He says while doing a handstand, or perhaps my lord would rather hear a grim story, like the one when Abacada started holding a grudge against Count Ximeno of Calatrava and became rivals. Grim disposition. Cheery disposition. Alright, well, tell me the cheerful tale. That didn't really help me qualify. Well, we're not very good at the archery anyway, so let's go to the tourney grounds. Feather entertainment. Go, Rose, go faster. I hear a man's voice echo across the grounds. I look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards the finishing line. Bah, you must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's shaped like a brick. The angry loser shouts, with the winner looking smug. It must take a lot of preparation to do this. Increase moderate. Yes, there we go. Okay, we've qualified. Let's see if we can get one more event in. There's kind of stuff going on, isn't there? Oh, did that city ever get built? Indeed it has. And I need to hand it out to somebody. There we go. Alright, artisan quarters. On the blade. What a magnificent work she's done. I hear a knight proudly say, leaving the workshop. The shimmering blade reflects the sun like a crystalline lake. I push the door open. I'm greeted by a bursting flame. Are you going to compete like that? The weapon says ass, pointing at the fine sword that hangs from my belt. You have the gold. I have the steel. Fine sword gains sharpened blade. Gains a prayer inscription. You know what? I'll take the motto inscription. Alright. The archery contest. The varied crowd of contestants mill about the butts, comparing bows and trading tales of their finest shots. The creak of bows and twang of strings carry far, punctuating the hubbub, a smell of resin wafting to the air through the still air. It seems an unknown commoner called Roger Bernan has been the talk of Majorca since practicing at the butts. My ears prick up as my name is mentioned, drifting across the gentle breeze. That could be a good sign or a bad one. Let's see. Is it gold wager on the archery contest winner? No, it's time to show the world my skill. Right, the crowd hushes as Roger Bernan knocks his first arrow, fascinated to see whether this man is as good as the rumors circulating the tourney ground suggest. They are quite disappointed after a shocking display of misses and blunders. One might very well question whether the man had ever held a bow before, let alone used one. Okay. Alright. I flex the bowstring a few times, limbering up, and take a deep breath. Mustering all my control, I draw the bow into the air, slowly lowering it in line with the target. As soon as the arrow leaves my fingertips, I intuitively feel the shot is a good one. Moments later, a satisfying ping confirms it. I have hit the target's nail right on its head. Alright, the score has increased moderately. Alright, dust begins to draw in slowly but steadily as the competition continues. The snapping of strings, a staccato rhythm. I lean on my bow, considering the path this contest has taken so far, so when I send a shot right into the center of the target. The competition begins to draw to a close as arrows continue to fly into and past the butts. If I'm to make any impact on proceeds from here, I must act now. Let's see. Prowess and martial challenge, 55% to get a moderate increase to my score. 64% chance. Yeah, we'll take the prowess and learning challenge. With this win, this trajectory should suffice. Right, I step forward, knock, aim, draw, and loose. The arrow whistles to the air, thudding deep into the target. The crowd erupts. With no arguments, it is a huge point in my favor. I am winning. Victory is so close. Only a few more arrows are remaining for each competitor. The end is at hand. Contest winner. Alright, trumpet sound, the crowd clamors. Competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over. In someone's moment, the sun is being ready. Many trials and tribulations, above all else, some truly spirited competition. We have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Flavius. I think that's our heir, right? Yep. Coming in a close second, Count Alonsui. Yep, that guy. That, of course, leaves us with our victor, Emperor Rickolf. I knew I could win. I approve of my worthiness beyond doubt. Alright, we gained even more money. Gained Merry Aim for 5 years. And we'll receive another prize. Alright. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. My team carried the day in the melee. I had the finest aim of any in the archery. Prize wine ton and a urn. Alright, I gotta look at what those are. I have the finest aim of any in the archery. Ball Star broke innumerable lances to prove their quality in the joust. I fulfilled my goal of winning a contest. I gained 100, let's see. So, Ball Star won prize armor. Okay. We won the prize wine ton. Prestige, court grandeur, glory hound, vassal levy contribution, parochial vassal opinion. Okay, not bad. And the prize urn, prestige, and court grandeur bonus. Alright. We gained 1,200 prestige. We lost some stress. We gained some trade experience. We got 100 legitimacy. You increase your legitimacy to true. You gain some renown. Alright. Oh. I missed whatever that was. Alright, Troubador's dedication. Troubador will soon be performing for the court at Palma. It would be a simple request to have him change the performance to be dedication to Isabelle Sibilla, the target of my affection. Let's see, we gain 34 stress. Thank you for the gift of music. The Troubadour's performance was greatly appreciated. Always knew you were a man of impeccable taste. Alright. Remaining Foxhide was destroyed. Yeah, I'm not using any of that stuff, so. We do have a couple of artifacts that we can swap in here. The pedestal. We'll have the urn. And we'll put that over there. Excellent. And I got a lot of cash in the bank now. Yeah, let's fully upgrade the castle at Palma. And in Menorca. There we go. Something I've been kind of neglecting to do. Alright, now, do I want to run a war? Do I want to fight a war? I think I do. There is this guy. You have some alliances. It would be against basically this whole group right here. It would be a decent-sized army. They probably also will be able to call in a holy order. So, Let's see what we've got. Holy War for the Duchy. Yes. Declare war. Yes, let's call Rex Gaius. Here's my rally point. Let's move that. Raise all there. Let's preemptively call in my Holy Order. And get them marching into the area. Alright, my daughter-in-law has given birth to a daughter. I mean, we've got to have a better commander than that. We do. I see forwards, but I have been thinking of inviting Isabelle to ride with me through the castle town of Palma. The problem is that's building up a lot of stress. 60% chance, we'll try that. Alright, my 9,000 troops are coming in. The 7,000 troops, let's keep them marching forward. My beloved's balcony. There's up by a warm glow. Isabelle's windows are lit by a warm glow, and even from the ground I can see movement inside. My pulse thrums loudly in my ears. It might be within my own estate, but when vying for her desire, I am treading new ground nonetheless. We'll see if we can get her attention. So much fun during your visit to Palma. I now know parts of the castle I never thought I would see. Oh, well, that didn't work. Please leave me alone. Okay. Alright, wipe that out, army. Let's go get this one. Alright. You know what? You just stay right there. You don't have any siege equipment, but, you know, you can at least get the process started. under the open sky. Scheme successful. Isabelle and I crouched side by side, the cunning fox in front of us, unaware of our presence. My own attention is unwavering. Especially as Isabella's blouse brushes against me. When I reach over to embrace her, I find that she had also her attention elsewhere. Let's see. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and make her our lover. There we go. Our little... potential to create some more children. Oh, and we've won the war. Excellent. Divorce demands. Send everybody home. Oh, I don't want to have a bunch of Catholic vassals. Thank you very much. Well, what I could do is demand your conversion. Oh, I need a new steward. Let's see. It'd be 3 titles we would have to revoke. Might accept. I'd rather not have to fight. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make you... province of Corsica. We're going to put you in charge of that duchy. Should I not... well, first off... yeah, you need to be administrative governance. Yeah, we'll pay him a bunch of money. There we go. Okay, no, you have it. Then what is this? It's a duchy title that has... weird. Alright, but I think we're at the end of the episode, so I think go ahead and stop here. Yep, and then we'll be going after all of these guys. Probably next episode. And then we'll turn our attention back to Italy. Grab some of this. See what it is that we're going to do about Arcadia, if anything. Yeah, and see where else we can go. Alright, but for now, we'll go ahead and stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.